Mr. Bhatnagar, I presume that given the number of agencies involved in this, it clearly requires, this is not just a typical NDRF operation, the kind that you would do to rescue people trapped in a cyclone or in flood situations. This requires highly specialized teams because of the nature of the operation. Do you believe that we are equipped in this country to deal with an operation of this kind?
Yeah, definitely. Because now the expert people as well as the equipments are there with us. With us means the experts were called from abroad and machines were collected from different part of India as well as US also. So we hope that with the help of the DRDO robotics and all these things, we will able to dig this pipe up to that area, our target area. If our pipe will go there, so definitely our people who are expert in this tunnel escaping rescue, immediately they will approach to the people and they will take out the victims and the people, and we hope that within day or two we can save them safely. Yeah.
You know, Professor Dubey, when we spoke to the international experts who arrived, they say it could take longer, that it could even stretch right up to Christmas, but they're hopeful that they will eventually ensure that laborers are come out alive. One of the problems seems to be the fragility of the mountainside. Uttarkashi is an area which is quake prone. These are very fragile mountains. Is that one of the big challenges, Professor Dubey?
Yes, you know, I'm really surprised that how for 9 days they have been left in the tunnel, because this area is very, very fragile. The rock types are mainly phyllites, schist and quartzites. Quartzites are a bit tough rocks, but the phyllites and schists are very soft. So when you drill, you have to be very careful about where you are drilling, because if you drill in the quartzite, it will take longer time. If you drill in the softer rock, it will take smaller time, but it will have more debris flow. So, and this area is very steep slopes are there in this area. It has thrust faults are there. There are fractures in this. One has to be very careful if the water seeps out of that. As I have been told that there is natural drainage inside that, it is also worrying to me, because if that continues like that, it may, you know, maybe flooded with water sometimes. All these problems taken to, I hope that, you know, they should look at the first thing I think they must have done it, that in the 6-inch pipeline they must have, or from the mobiles which they have, they could have seen the inner side of the, you know, the tunnel, that what is the situation over there, and they could have seen the rocks and the type of debris over there. I think if they do put, the first thing was to put the and a camera inside the tunnel and see what is the situation as said inside, and see the rock types and the structures and from where the things have fallen, and how about to drill. So it has to be a very careful, you know, kind of a thing, because if it takes like that and certainly more debris falls, then it will be worrisome, because there will be less oxygen, there will be less light and more things, you know, like that.
So is it even more difficult to do any kind of vertical drilling in this kind of mountainside, given the fragility of this mountain?
I'm really surprised, you know, why they are taking vertical drilling, unless you have a, you know, what kind of rocks they have seen it, probably the fractures they have seen. You know, you have to see from inside, not from outside, because inside where from the things have fallen, that has to be shown through the cameras. And if they have taken that into consideration, then they can do vertical, otherwise horizontal thing is. And one more thing, you know, when you do a pre-construction of these tunnels, you always make escapes. You go by step forward, and then you have some escape ways. And there are rules for the laborers and there are trainings for the laborers that in that case what they have to do. I don't know what has happened. Probably they must have done all those things.